Stadium just north of downtown Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. From the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
Ronald Jones.
A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 39, Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 4.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Brady going to throw. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
Here's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
7-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Austin McGinnis out for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, 49ers nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Out of bounds.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Carr. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
49er first down.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and pass. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bucs take over
first quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield. Before going out of bounds. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. 17-0 our score after 1.
49ers nothing.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll run on first down. Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
18-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And that's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll give Fournette another crack, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it's 4th and 4.
A 21-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Carr dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Carr completes it. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Jerick McKinnon.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now, Carr again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd down and goal. Carr, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught, They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Switch up.
Carr to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On play action, it's Brady. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Second and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Austin McGinnis out for the extra point.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this carries into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
49ers nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded in the end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. To throw, it's Carr. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
49ers 6. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shot.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His second touchdown on the season. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Back at his own 9-yard line.
Throwing on second and long. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Blitzed by Antoine Winfield Jr., and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now.
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Makes the score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Complete to
From the
Kyle
28, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing now is Carr. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
180. We're good. 180. I'm coming after you.
Again, it's Carr. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers able to get this back to some measure of respectability. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
Carr going to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Gain on the play. 1st down, 49ers.
Mostert. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
A loss of 4 yards. And it's 3rd.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
3rd and long.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 8.
Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st down.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On play action, now Brady. Open man has got it. It's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And a big 32-yard play on third.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
53! Regular!
In your face.
Check. Mike's by 4.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack on 1st down, Carr. And he's going to go down again. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. But right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, it's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 27, Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
To score, Buccaneers 57, 49ers 12. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Today's final score, Buccaneers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. And for Charles Davis...